Why the U.S. Can't Win World War III Part 2. As our world continues to spiral out of control from the various geopolitical issues that dominate our headlines, we find ourselves at a crossroad. Tensions simmer across regions, alliances shift like sand, and the drums of potential conflict echo through the corridors of power. In today's special segment, we delve into a topic that's as unsettling as it is crucial to understand. We're peering into the not-so-distant future, a future where the unthinkable has happened. World War III has erupted. But this isn't a story of triumph. It's a cautionary tale of what might be if the world doesn't change its course. We're exploring 25 reasons why America, despite its military might and technological prowess, might not emerge victorious in a conflict that engulfs every corner of the globe. From the overextension of military forces to the vulnerabilities of a cyber-dependent society, from the economic shackles of debt to the silent threats of space warfare, each reason is a thread in the tapestry of our current global predicament. So, join us as we unpack these complex issues, not to foment fear, but to foster understanding. Because knowledge, as they say, is the first step towards wisdom, and wisdom is our surest path to peace. Let's begin with a hard look at the global chessboard, where every move comes at a cost, and every strategy has a consequence. Military overextension. The U.S. military is deployed in 159 countries, potentially diluting its ability to concentrate forces where needed. Cybersecurity threats. America's reliance on digital infrastructure makes it vulnerable to cyber warfare, which could disrupt military and civilian systems. Economic interdependence. The U.S. economy is deeply tied to global trade, which would be disrupted in a world conflict affecting the war effort. Alliance reliability. International alliances may be tested, and some may not hold in the event of a global conflict, leaving the U.S. with fewer allies. Homefront opposition. Public opinion is increasingly averse to international conflicts, potentially undermining support for a prolonged war. Space asset vulnerability. Satellites and other space assets are critical to communication and surveillance, but are at risk of being targeted. Debt and economic constraints. The national debt of nearly $34 trillion and budget deficits could limit military spending and economic mobilization in a time of war. Technological parity. Other nations are catching up or have caught up in key areas of military technology, negating some traditional U.S. advantages. Nuclear proliferation. The spread of nuclear weapons means that even a non-superpower could inflict catastrophic damage. Biological and chemical warfare. The potential for these types of attacks adds an unpredictable element that could have severe consequences. Energy dependence. With our strategic petroleum reserves at an all-time low, the U.S. has become increasingly dependent on global energy sources that could be disrupted or targeted. Geopolitical isolation. Shifting geopolitical landscapes could result in the U.S. facing a coalition of adversaries. Supply chain vulnerabilities. Modern warfare requires complex supply chains that could be disrupted in a global conflict. Insufficient civil defense. The U.S. population centers and infrastructure may be ill-prepared for direct attacks on the homeland. Intelligence compromises. The complexity of global intelligence operations means there's always a risk of significant espionage setbacks. Global opinion and soft power. U.S. actions may lead to a decline in global opinion, affecting its soft power and international influence. Emerging warfare domains. Domains like cyber and information warfare present new battlefields where the U.S. could face strong challenges. Pandemic and health security. A global conflict could exacerbate or coincide with health crises, straining the nation's ability to respond on multiple fronts. Climate change and environmental factors. Climate change could lead to resource scarcity and natural disasters, complicating war efforts. Demographic challenges. An aging population and potential recruitment challenges could affect the size and capabilities of the U.S. military. Urban warfare complexity. Modern warfare in urban environments is incredibly complex and could lead to high casualties and destruction. WMD terrorism. The risk of non-state actors using weapons of mass destruction adds a layer of unpredictability. Information overload and misinformation. The sheer volume of information and potential for misinformation could impede decision-making. Military-industrial limitations. The capacity to ramp up production of military equipment rapidly in the face of global supply chain issues could be restricted. Psychological warfare and morale. The impact of modern psychological warfare tactics on the morale of both military and civilian populations could be profound. If you found this video provocative and insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more unfiltered content. And as always, thanks for watching.